Good morning, everyone. California Attorney General Rob Bonta, thank you for joining me today. And as many of you know and have heard before, my family and my parents, for a long time, fought for fairness and for justice, for fairer systems, and a better world. And that's part of who I am. That's hardwired into my DNA. That's how I've approached everything that I've done as elected public official, the roles that I've been honored to have, including the California Attorney General's office. And I see my role as the people's attorney, help ensure more fairness, to right wrongs, and to make sure there is justice where injustice currently exists. So today I'll be making an announcement that is solely and exclusively based on what is best for the people of California in the interests of fairness and justice. Many of you know that with respect to the tragic case of Sean Monterosa, who was killed in an officer-involved shooting on June 2nd, 2020, almost a year ago now, that for some time there has been great uncertainty and a lack of clarity with respect to what is happening next. The family is left unsure. The community is left unsure. The state is left unsure about what the next steps will be. And we must do better than that. There should not be silence. There should not be inaction. There must be clarity around this officer-involved shooting that led to the death of Mr. Sean Monterosa. And what is needed is a fair and complete and impartial, thorough and transparent review. So far, there has been a investigation that's been conducted by the Vallejo Police Department, but then it has stopped. There has been no review of that investigation. There has been no application of the facts of that investigation to the law as we know it. And today, that will change. Today, I've had the opportunity to speak earlier today to the Solano County District Attorney. I've reached out to the mayor of the city of Vallejo. I've reached out to the police chief for the city of Vallejo, and I've had a chance to speak with the family. And today, I am announcing that the Department of Justice will be taking on the review of the case of the tragic shooting that led to the death of Mr. Sean Monterosa. We will take the investigative file. We have not prejudged it in any way. We don't know what's in the file, but we will give it a full review. It will be complete. It will be thorough. It will be fair. It will be impartial, and we will be transparent during the process. Again, what has happened is there has been inaction, and this case deserves action, deserves for the review process to be completed to the end, whatever that end is. So the Department of Justice will take it from here. We will step up and act. We will complete the process that the family, that the community, that the state of California deserves. And it is unfortunate that up to this point, the Solano County District Attorney has not acted. As many of you know, the Solano County District Attorney has recused herself when there was no basis to do so. There is no actual conflict under the law. She has repeatedly stated that she can be impartial and thorough and fair, and that she would be in this case. And that is her job, is to represent the people in cases in the criminal justice system. And the Solano County District Attorney has indicated that she can do that. And my view is that she should do that and should have done that. And I said that to her when we spoke today. I made that clear. But unfortunately, she will not be taking up the case. So in the absence of her doing so, with that failure to act, the Department of Justice will step in and will act in this case, and will take the case going forward and make sure it's fair, impartial, thorough, and transparent. And we all know that It is actions like these: inaction, uncertainty, lack of completion of the process that should be impartial and fair and transparent and thorough, that leads to distrust. We need to build trust. We need to earn trust. The way to earn trust is to do the job impartially and fairly. And that could have been done here in Solano County by the Solano County District Attorney, but it was not. So again, the Department of Justice will step in and take the case from here. And I know how important it is to build trust between law enforcement and in our communities. I believe I've seen that the vast majority of law enforcement personnel want to build that trust, are willing to and committed to cultivating it and fostering it. And we need to do that in as many places as we can. That includes district attorneys who can be impartial and fair, doing their job and fulfilling that role and fulfilling that duty. That will earn the trust. Saying that you can be fair and impartial, but not doing that job of fairness and impartiality actually breeds distrust, unfortunately. So we all need to work toward building more trust between law enforcement and community, and I'm committed to that. I know most district attorneys are as well. And let me be very clear about this case. We have not seen the file. The Department of Justice has not seen the file for the investigation. We don't know what's in it, but we will take it. And whatever is in the file, we will review it. We will determine if there is any supplemental investigation that needs to be done. Although, let's be clear, the critical parts of the investigation occur at the beginning of the investigation, and in the first 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. So we are almost a year away since then. So the investigation is more or less complete, but we'll review it. We'll take our time with it, so we don't know how long this will take. We will make sure that we are being thorough, thoughtful, and complete, and fair, and objective, and impartial in our review. And then wherever the facts and the law lead, that's where we'll go. We will be, we will complete the process based on where the facts and the law lead, and make a decision based on the facts and the law. If there is wrongdoing, we'll bring it to light. And if the facts do not lead to a charging decision, we will explain it, make it clear why, and be transparent to the community. So we don't know where this is going to go, but we do know that we're going to take on this process from here and complete it, take action, and get to a final conclusion in this very important matter. So I'll also say that the action that I'm announcing today will not bring back Don Monterosa. He, unfortunately, is gone forever. His family will no longer see him, interact with him. There'll be an empty seat at the table whenever they sit down for meals together and family gatherings. So we will not be bringing him back with the action today, but the action today is critical. We must have complete, thorough, impartial, fair reviews of officer-involved shootings from the beginning to the end. And so the lack of action here, the uncertainty, and the need for action has obligated me as the California Attorney General and my office, the Department of Justice, to step in, act, and take the case here. So I'll also just share this. Jobs have easy parts and they have hard parts. And it's really important that we do all the parts of our jobs. Sometimes a specific issue or a case has a lot of public interest and public scrutiny. We must still do our jobs in those cases and not shy away from them, and continue to act as in pursuit of our duty, of our obligation, of our responsibility. So I know right now we are throughout the state, throughout this nation, in a racial justice reckoning, a reckoning on how we do policing. And it's very important that we have accountability, because without accountability, you can't have trust. So we were going to make sure that this review is completed, that it's, again, impartial, fair, thorough, objective, and that it is brought to a final conclusion. So I'm committed to working to rebuild trust and to making sure that I work with others to build more fairness in our system. So with that, I'll end my opening remarks and open it up to questions.